Wednesday, a part of their weekend.
And I'm Mike Lester. Thanks again for welcoming the show. I know we missed a few.
Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. Facing east at 50 degrees. All right, I think I can turn that off in a minute. Welcome aboard, Carol. Welcome aboard, Kyle. Hey, if you're catching this on the replay, like you, Jill, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. I do have to catch up on some comments on a couple of lives and one or two of my videos, as a matter of fact. I had just been work lately. And there's going to be, for at least the next 6 weeks, a lot of work. Got to do some rehabbing on the cottage and, getting a little closer on the yard. And then the camper's got to go on this truck. Spring has to be fixed on this truck. Yeah. Just some more preparations. And Holly's got to get a nurse. I keep hammering on her. You're going to have to get somebody to replace me. And she keeps dragging her feet. I don't know. She's going to be in for a rude awakening when she calls me and says, no, I can't bring you a case of beer right now unless you want to wait a few days in South Carolina. I will be. So right now the plan is I'm going to go to a concert in Elk Rapids on December 2nd. And the morning of December 3rd, unless it's so stinking cold after the concert on the 2nd, if it's really cold in Elk Rapids on the 2nd after the concert, I will go ahead and leave and start heading south right then and there. Maybe catch a little bit of warm shut-eye at a rest area. But, I just want to get out of Michigan as soon as possible. But, hopefully it'll be a good test for the camper in cold weather. I say, okay, it's not too terribly bad, then I'll sleep in the camper. It shouldn't be all that hard to stay warm for a few hours. If I get cold, well, then fine, get out and, put my boots on and start the engine. So that's the 3rd. I'll be heading 2nd to the concert, Elk Rapids. I know you're going north, not south. And then the 3rd, start heading south. And I should be not even have to stop at the cottage on my way through. There is one thought about that, though. What if I remembered that, oh, yeah, I forgot this? Well, good, then it is on my way. But if everything is the way I think it's going to go, I'll probably be sticking to the west side of the state because I love the scenery along Lake Michigan. Just, stay close to the coast. And then as I get towards, Michigan City, I'll drop into Indiana, head for central Indiana. And who knows, maybe the first night I'll boondock or mooch dock. I know somebody in central Indiana that might be liking to have a cup of coffee. Chit chat. And then the morning of the 4th, head out of Indiana and probably wander towards what's that place? I think it's Springfield, I think. It's either Springfield or start wandering a little bit more towards the east. I'd like to visit Metropolis if it's not buried in snow. And maybe stay around or near Metropolis until the 5th. And then start heading, further south. Eventually get into North Carolina, and depending on how much I want to keep pushing along, I'd like to visit the Mecklenburg Brewery, or I may just go ahead and camp at Mount Airy if the campground is open, because it is December. And I think it would be a good idea to why not use up my free stay? I'm sure I have to add money to it, but I do have an overnight. I have a 1-day pass for Mount Airy because I paid for it back in 2020. I reserved a spot for 2021 and didn't go. I almost gave it away to Brene over a year ago, but she didn't get to go there either, so it's still in the books. So continue onward from Mount Airy, Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg is in South Carolina. I don't know how far. I'll have to start looking at maps a little bit better. I'm hoping maybe I could spend some time at Thrifty Angela's and with her family for a few hours, maybe for dinner. Yeah, just to say hello and meet each other in person. She's a strong supporter of this channel. And then from there, so by the 7th of December, I should be in Myrtle Beach. And probably spend a couple days just chilling. Find wherever I'm going. I have done some research on camping around Myrtle Beach and decide which one I'm going to go to, or maybe check them out when I get in that area and chill out for a few days. Not worry about anything, just worry about relaxing, kind of getting things ready and ready for an established campsite. Or if a not established campsite, well then visit a GPM or watch the Shift Smart openings and start doing a few gigs, do some work. So that only leaves me in Myrtle Beach for probably 3 to 4 weeks, and then I'm going to start heading west. I got to find out exactly when is that Ironwood thing in Arizona. I want to say first week in February, but I could be wrong. But yeah, at some point I'll be heading west, either mid-January, if not sooner. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually make the quartzite. What do they call that? What's Bob Wells call it? Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, RTR. Who knows? Kyle still hasn't told me who Larry is, but happy birthday, Larry. I don't know where my sister is today. She wanted to go out yesterday to eat for her birthday, but that didn't work out for me. And now today, I think they're traveling somewhere. Her and one of my nephews and his wife. Maybe one of the granddaughters is going too. I think they're going maybe Shipshawana. I'm not sure. They're going to one of her favorite places. Where is everybody? Been live for 10 minutes and just Carol and Ringo are here, if they are. I'm not showing that anybody's here besides me, but it shows that I'm actually live. If you see me and can hear me, put a 1 in the in the comments. I have comments turned on, but the last person who said anything was Carol, and that was at 1:45. So this morning we're a little concerned with the Shift Smart. They haven't come out with the jobs. Last week they came out on Thursday night, and we had gotten accustomed to seeing the jobs on Friday night. Well, they didn't come out on Thursday. They didn't come out on Friday. They haven't come out yet. I suppose I ought to check the phone. It is noon, at least where we are and where Shift Smart is too. That beeping noise was, are you going to be at your scheduled shift, which is right after this thing, after our live stream. Okay. Don't want to view my schedule. I already know my schedule. I want to know if there's new jobs available. No, just Pepsi so far for tomorrow. There's 2. That's it. So no, they haven't posted the new jobs. However, Patsy was able to talk to someone at Shift Smart, or at least text them. And they said, don't worry, the postings just haven't been posted yet. But we were worried that we were all fired. Apparently not. But, you still got to get on you got to be on your phone when the shifts come up, because you've got to grab them as fast as you can. Otherwise, somebody else gets them. Now, there's a couple people that are getting jobs that shouldn't be getting jobs because they're scamming the system. They get the badge in code, the badge out code, and they don't do any work. And they're grabbing shifts all over the place and not doing anything and getting paid for it. So, that's a ripoff to Shift Smart and to the company that Shift Smart is contracting to, whether it be GPM or Circle K or whoever. When somebody does that kind of shit, and there's more than one person that's doing it, you're scamming the system. And that makes us workers like Patsy and Christina, myself, we work for Shift Smart, contractual for these gas stations. And we do our jobs, and we do them to the best of our abilities, and the people, managers, and other employees like us. But some of these people that are doing the Shift Smart jobs, quote unquote, they're crooks, scammers. And the gas stations know if something is getting stocked or not, or if something needs to be clean and it didn't get clean. How come the Shift Smart employee didn't do this or didn't do that? After a while, if I was managing a store and the Shift Smart employee wasn't doing anything, well, guess what? I'd tell Shift Smart, see you later. I don't want to see you again. Get out of here. Well, this is weird that, it says I'm live, but yet I'm going to send a text to Kyle, if I can find him. All right, why? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to refresh. I believe you may be able to see and hear me now. And boy, am I behind on text or chat or whatever you want to call it. Oh, heck with it. As long as you can see me and hear me, just put a 1 in here. Gosh, now I got to start all over, yak about what I'm doing. I was talking all about my agenda come December 2nd. And none of you guys heard all that shit. You have been able to see me and hear me? Well, I had nobody showing up here where it says live. There was 0. And in the chat, the only people I saw was Carol and Kyle. And Carol Walters was the last person who said anything in my chat. And that was at 11:45. You heard everything. Well, good, Brene. Then you know that what my agenda is. So you can tell everybody else, and I'll say agenda or genders. That's cute. Okay, good. You all heard everything. Good. I just couldn't see you guys in the chat. That's weird. But now I see there's 15 aboard. Welcome. Thank you for coming aboard, everyone. So I am in Allendale. I'm live. I have a great signal. Let me see what the signal is on the phone. Yeah, Maria, big giant bulb. She texted me. Kyle texted me. Yeah, everybody says they can see me. Yeah, I couldn't see the chat. Okay. Yeah, I got 5G, 5 bars. So you can't ask for a better signal than that. Can I hear you? Kyle, you're not that far away. Go ahead and shout. You might be able to. Give Maria a little slap on the butt. I might be able to hear that too. Oh, she just called him a butt. That's great. Roy and Becky are hiding. Yeah, I bet you guys are. I don't have your digits to text you. Oh, I can remedy that. I'm not scared. Whoops. 616-600. My number is public knowledge. And now that pretty much gotten rid of the scammers, a big butt. Yeah, I am in Michigan, Phil. Presently at Allendale, Michigan. It's homecoming today for the Lakers. That's Grand Valley State University. Stop wasting this tails during the live chat. Cute. That's a good one, William. Okay, now Bernae has my number. She can chat me or she can text me. And anybody else who needs it, wants it, like big bucks, and I can't lie, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Sir Mix-a-Lot. I'm okay, you know. I lean towards skinnier, but you know, I'm not opposed. Delete the number. No, I'm not gonna delete. It's up there. That's fine, Phil. Anybody, you know, chat is, or you don't chat. Text is best. I even have that on my business cards. Text is best. Often I'm working or driving. Yeah, I can't pick up the phone and answer it all the time. And later on, oh, James is aboard too. I didn't see him. Thank you, Renee. That's important because we're hooking up. You and Georgianne and Michelle and whoever else wants to tag along, drag along. We'll be heading west. Sounds like, okay. Refresh my memory. 32 flavors. Well, variety is the spice of life, Bill. I diversify. I don't have any serious prejudices, if you will. You know, I may have unspoken ones, but I try to treat everybody the same as I would want to be treated. For the most part. Hey, I got a text from Bernae. Thank you. Yeah. It is chilly. That's why I decided I'm going to have to wear a shirt. For a good time call. Got your number on the wall. For a good time call. Yeah, that's what I heard, Maria. Snowflakes on Halloween. I watched Ryan Hall, y'all, last night. Yeah, he's not sending us any good news, at least not around here. It looks like central United States is going to get shitty, crappy weather for at least another week. And I know they're having a lot of rain down there already. Prejudice against anchovies on pizza. Now, I'm with you on that, Roy. I do not care for anchovies. Just don't. Yeah, I know. I hate cold weather too. Indiana boy, we're so jealous of you and Susan and Tucker. Huh. I'm hoping that the weather at least is reasonable when I finally do get to Myrtle Beach for a month or 6 weeks, however long I get to be there. you know me, I'm to a point where I need the 70s. I need sunshine. I need to be able to walk around mostly clothing less. Onions on your pizza. Oh, yeah, hell, I'm okay with onions on my pizza. Not a lot. Yeah, it'll be better than here. I'm sure hoping so, Maria. You and Kyle hitch a ride with me. What's caravan? I know we all got, or you all got work up here. Mine is fortunately starting to be where I'm flexible. Mom's listening to Shotgun Boogie. Tennessee Ernie Ford. I love it. I love it. I did a video about Tennessee Ernie Ford, as a matter of fact, or kind of. Yeah, we don't know exactly where Phil's from. He's a mystery still. I've gradually have figured out where some people are because they let it slip. You know, not maybe down to the address, but I know who I'll be looking up when I'm in South Central Indiana. 9:30 almost at 61 high is going to 77. Dang. Renee, I'm jealous of that too. Oh, Phil's in New York City. Oh my. Now we're going to find out exactly where Bernay is. Well, not maybe exactly. Not quite down to the Google Street View. That's true. That's true. Maria can clean in any state. I can clean in any state. And you can definitely. What was the name of that company? I don't know if they still are in business. Maybe you could acquire their name. Well hung drywall. I think actually that was well hung siding, but I don't know if they're still around. Yeah, that's about perfect. I would be happy with that. Pizza's everything in Jersey. Yeah. You and William need to, let's get William's link up there, somebody. And that way Phil can subscribe to William's channel and vice versa. Although Phil needs more subscribers. He's only got like 22 now, and I think I was 22. Well, I'm glad I'm making you laugh, Maria. You deserve a laugh. Jill came up with a name for this truck. And I may just bite the bullet and spend the extra dollars for a different plate for this truck. I'll retire Fort 1 for the time being. Maybe it'll go on a different vehicle somehow, some way, someday. But I really like what she came up with. La space F. L-A-F. La F. La F. I hope I can get that. The yellow letters on the blue background, which is the Winter Wonderland Michigan plate, or is it Water Winter Wonderland? I think, I don't know. It's a classic. It's a throwback to the 50s or even the late 40s, I think. I remember my dad having a plate like that hanging on the wall in the man cave in the basement, the den, next to the fireplace. What, Maria? One hung low, one hung low drywall service. There you go. One hung low. That's cute. Yeah, Phil and William do a meetup. William, if Phil don't start his own channel soon, at least you can film your guys' hookup and publish it. This is cool. This is kind of what we do in this group of crazy YouTubers, especially this group. Yeah, we meet up each other and we're holding the camera right in the other person's face. Hey, that's how I've met YouTubers from day one. The first one I met was my first YouTuber that I met in person. Oh, I remember now. So do you. 308 miles from the queue. Well, now, Mel Fortuna. Good one. Hey, did you get Williams? Yeah, Phil is extremely funny, Nancy. You guys should hook up. You guys are both funny. Yeah, well, there you go. More immoral support, camaraderie, and the laughs. And oh, we've got some good comedians on this channel, that's for sure. And our group. And I see some of you around in other places too, other live streams. Yeah, we're kind of sort of follow one another. I watched Charlie Grace's video about Kentucky the other day, and I sent her a couple. Hey, I can flirt with her. Why not? 25% crazy. There we go. Morals. Yeah, I am pushing it. Morals are mushrooms. Oh boy, I can show you some bad ones. I can show you a bad one. I could easily show you a bad one. Before I leave in December, I've got to remodel my own bathroom because my nephew's going to be staying there. And right now, as it stands, he wouldn't, well, he could stand, but he certainly can't sit. Standing would be okay, but sitting is another problem. The toilet is at a 45-degree angle. But I have a new toilet in the garage. I have new flooring. And it's just a matter of having to have a couple days to get the job done. I also have new washable, the Marlite, which is great to use in a restroom or a kitchen even. You know, washable surface. Yeah, some are unexplainable. I agree with you. Oh, there's one in Marne. You probably know where I'm talking about. I don't know if vagrants come in there and use it as a restroom or washroom or place. I think somebody takes a shower in there, I swear. But the other bad part is Marne obviously is not on city water. And obviously they are sucking up a lot of iron from their well. I mean, the fixtures are all rust. I don't know if I'll ever get either toilet back into a pristine condition, no matter how much rust remover that I use. I bought the clear, what is it, CLR? Yeah, CLR rust remover. It's barely touching it. Yeah. Well, and I don't know why, but the Marne gas station there on Ironwood, there's a good name for that street because there's so much iron in the water. They should call it iron water. Some things can't be unseen, yeah. And, you know, I was there one night And this poor lady who, you know, she was having to use a walker, and obviously she was having some issues. She says, I don't know if I'm going to make it. But her husband had already ran and got the key for her, and no, she didn't make it. So not only did I have to clean up the bathroom afterwards, I had to clean up outside on the approach to the bathroom. Not enough bleach. Yeah. You're right. You're right, Maria. I'm a guy, and I usually, for some of those places, if I was going to use the actual toilet, even though I cleaned it, I would want to put down tissue paper to at least sit on. But chances are I'm not going to use the toilet anyway. I'll go somewhere else, home. I have a nicer bedside commode that I would use first. Water is the enemy currently in the laundry room. Water heater's leaking water. Oh, well. Hopefully it's just a fitting that's somehow didn't get hooked up right. But water and your water heater, check your fittings at the top where, you know, the cold water supply goes in and the hot water supply goes out. See if there's any dripping or leaking there. Yeah, you don't want water. This is what happened in my house, is why the toilet is leaning at a 45-degree angle. It was the water heater's fault. But never knew that the water heater that was in there was leaking. There was no water on the floor. There was no water on top of the water tank, if you will. Not seen. Until one day the water heater quit. Why did the water heater quit? It was leaking internally and it put out the flame. And so when I went to move the water heater out of there, as soon as the pipes were disconnected at the top, the water heater started to sink through the floor. It had apparently been leaking for, who knows, a long time, long enough to rot out the floor. So before the new water came in, I had to at least put in some temporary joists, floor joists, and then a temporary board and put the new water heater on. This happened in the winter, of course. And the toilet was fine back then. But as time went on, I believe the damage had been done. The new water heater is not leaking, but from the damage from the old water heater, and you know, the toilet just finally just kind of, from its own weight, started to sag, started to lean. And of course, not another thing of COVID. Plain nasty. I hear you, Maria. Maria, you're making me laugh, which you always do. I can't get the. Oh, let me try to get the chat to go up because I know I'm missing chat. Yeah, rotten wood. Yeah, that's a good idea, Brene. Okay. God, now I'm caught up, kind of. More impressive than a ballerina doing flips. That's a good one. That's a good one, Phil. It is impressive. Now, I can hover to an extent, but I actually have to have a tree trunk, tree branch, something near me when I'm in the woods. Yeah, get a flashlight, Bernie, and kind of look at it as close as you can. You know, get underneath and look under the water heater. See if you see a drip. Now, that being a new water heater, if it's somehow, hey, who's to say? Maybe it was defective from the factory and the tank has a crack in it. And that could cause a leak. Holy crap, no pun intended. Ads from machine pop up on my phone for toilet cleaning products. Oh my God. Google owns YouTube, or YouTube owns Google. And you think, yeah, Big Brother is watching. How much you want to bet that my phone's going to have an ad? Let me look, see what my latest ad is. See, there's something popped up. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Let's see what my latest is on my mail. TubeBuddy, YouTube advertising. That is in the social section. Now let me check primary. Unclaimed money promotions. Box 17, Grand Valley State University. I just mentioned them. It's their homecoming today. Is start selling alcoholic beverages at home football games today. With homecoming kickoff is set for 3 p.m. We're a couple hours away from that. Breaking news. Grand Valley State University selling alcoholic beverages at the football games. At home football games. Well, we're not at home. That means we need to go to the stadium to watch it. Read more. So too bad I don't drink. But hey, Kyle, another place to get a brew. Of course, you come here and get a lot cheaper. I mean, why? Well, I wonder what they get for a pint of beer. Probably $8, some ridiculous amount. Doesn't piss on the floor. I do have a story about, and it's not Tuesday, but seeing as how we're on the subject, they all want us. Yeah, that can definitely happen, Phil. Didn't happen with mine, believe it or not. Big Brother's watching. Oh, I'm just trying to make me become a van lifer and say, hey, van life rocks. You know, Nancy, you should tell your nephew that you aim to please. You aim to please. He's at the game. Probably. The walls, seriously. Oh, that's sad. Okay, there's 2 guys in the bathroom, urinal type bathroom. The one guy, he gets done and he just heads for the door. And the other guy that's still going at the urinal, he must have been really full of it. Yeah, men do miss sometimes. Well, I clean mine up if I do. Turned yellow. Oh God, that's terrible, Maria. Oh man. But anyways, so the guy gets done pissing and he heads for the door. And the other guy at the urinal, he says, hey, didn't your dad teach you to wash your hands after you took a leak? And the guy at the door turns around and says, no, my dad taught me not to piss on my hands. Send him outside. Hey, why not? I prefer to go outside, even at my own home. Why? To expose myself to the neighbors. No. I'm on a well. Every time the toilet gets flushed, the pump comes on. Well, they uses water, more water, and basically more electricity to run the pump that pumps the water. And lately I've noticed my pump is making a little noise that maybe let's hope that it lasts till next spring when I get back home. Pyro's back to, you're in the money, you're in the money. About where they're eating. Well, if that was the case, Maria, why don't they just piss in the living room? Or is this one of those cases you can lead a horse to water, but you can't? The grown son has never been one to get it on the floor walls. I've actually never found a single smear in his britches either. Well, now they see that's good. You taught him well. For the smears, I will say this: Shout Out is an amazing product. I'm talking about the spray that you can buy at the store. Shout Out. It gets blood stains out too. I'm wearing jeans today that had blood stains all over them because I'm constantly hurting myself. This is the latest one. Well, boo boo. It happened here, as a matter of fact. There's some vines behind the barrier. What do I call that? Bumper guard? No, I don't know. It's a metal fence. It's kind of like what you'd see alongside the road, what they put up to keep you from driving into the creek. Or at least try. Yellow spots on the floor by IP Daily. Actually, wasn't that the name of that book I mentioned? No, that was Run to the Outhouse. I think IP Daily may have had something to do with the inspiration for the title of the book, Run to the Outhouse, written by Willie Make It. And yeah, it was illustrated by Betty Won't. Yellow flowing rivers will I be freely. Yeah. And then, we got cuts all over our hands, and then we clean toilets. Yeah, I wear gloves. No, but outside here, I wasn't wearing any gloves. I was just trying to get one of those vines off the side of the building that's right up against the fence. And they're not grapevines. There's something else, probably poison ivy. Anyways, I went to jerk it so I could, because the bottom of it was attaching itself to the pavement and attracting more accumulation of dirt, leaves, you name it. So I needed to get rid of it. And when it finally broke loose, I caught the edge of the steel rail with my hand. Bacon, yeah, some of those things look like they've been baking for a while. Bacon strips in the Calvin Klein. Are we back on Tuesday night? I think I came up with a title for Tuesday, which is Halloween, by the way. But I think I came up with an inspirational title for Tuesday night at 8, our humor hour. Where is it? No, not Tina. She can get her own damn candy. Excuse me. I wrote it down, and I will use it. I'll find it. I get inspirations and I write it down, and then I lose the notes, right? Tuesday. Oh, no, wait. That's November 7th. So that's a week later. Where is title? I have it. I visited Shirley at the store. She's not interested in dating. She's not over her dead husband. Well, I understand. Okay, that one's done. He already brought the scrap to my house. That scrap I was supposed to pick up in Kent City. He got tired of waiting and he brought it to my house. So that's done. Where is that inspiration I had? Gosh. Tommy's still the sponsor. By the way, Tommy is the sponsor of this. I forgot to put it in the description. I'll remember to put it in the description in a few minutes for tonight's show, because no one's guessed the channel yet. So where is my... I got to look up Airhead toilets. I hear those are pretty nice, you know, for traveling. Airhead toilets. I could probably make my own, I'm sure. Yeah, you need a sander. Warn you guys, dropping a bagel in the toilet seat stays up. Oh, William, yeah, I talked to Tina a couple days ago. She's still on the mend. She's still having issues with the fluids not going to the right places. What do they call it? Subtenacious. It's a type of emphysema. Anyways, she did a video the other day. She talked about it a little bit, but she's still having issues with that. Hopefully they'll get it straightened out. I got to send her some mail because I got that. I still have one of the winning tickets that Brene won. I got to send that to her. Instead of sending the money, I'm going to send her the actual scratched off ticket. That will force her to go to the gas station. She has gotten out a few times. She did say it's a little difficult to do at times, so she's doing it. She'll be all right. It's going to take a while. Might be Airhead, huh? Yeah, her voice is faint, Maria. It's going to take a while for her voice to come back. Maybe that's a good thing. I like to pick on her. She picks back. Okay, there's several things I needed to look up for the camper. Airhead toilet, LifePo 4 batteries. I don't know. I have a decent battery that I'm not really worried about boondocking. I don't think I need a head, an Oompa Loompa suit, and a face mask to clean the restaurant. But what a nice clean restaurant, huh? I do pick on her, Maria. She needs it. Oh, look, right here it says I needed to bring gloves and cleaning stuff. That was for the pumps. I can't believe how dirty the pumps get. Well, it's from people using the pumps. Not that they're pissing on the pumps. They sure are leaving. The pumps get dirty. The pump handle that you use to pump the gas into your car, they get filthy. Why clean them? I'm going to steal the crusty toilet. Yeah. Why do people steal gas station bathroom keys? I have no idea. Yeah, Tina's the outsider. What? Oh, gig jobs. Yeah, I don't think she's doing those videos anymore. Pen Stealers Take 2. Where is the title for Tuesday night? Gosh, I can't find it. I know it was really clever. Cornfield birds. Yeah, that's kind of, you know who made the mess. Yeah. I just can't seem to find it. Taxes, scrapyard, nail gun. Kathy at 1 p.m. That's for Don. She had to come and fix Don's phone. That's one of his nieces. Holly needs a milk crate. That's done. I don't know where the inspirational title for Tuesday night's show. I'll find it, damn it. Maria will say something and I'll all of a sudden remember. Oompa Loompa suit. Lucky Dog just used that term. You know, Patsy, a friend of mine who also does Shift Smart work, she uses Oompa Loompa to describe some of the other gas station workers. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There you go. You know, there's a Willy Wonka slot machine. Yeah, and one of the bonus features the Oompa Loompas. Now, I've never watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I didn't know what a Oompa Loompa was. But fortunately, I think it's Ruby Slots that I watch usually every night. I'll watch one of her episodes. These people are getting rich on YouTube. And what do? They usually do a daily, approximately 20-minute long, sometimes a little longer, filming of themselves playing slot machines in Las Vegas. I need to write to Ruby and her husband, say, well, why don't you come up here and go to Soaring Eagle and I'll film you guys winning money. Watch the Heine Furdy Ticks and Critters. Yeah, that's true. Maria says the only place I clean more than one person family is an office. The men's bathroom's hideous. All right. I gotta tell you, Maria, I worked for Grand Rapids Building Services, and one of the places that they had on the list for us to clean was, well, actually it became my office building. I was the lead. In other words, I was the supervisor for several other people coming in, working a 4-hour shift to clean the old Kent processing building out on can't think what the name of the street it was on. Anyways, big building. I mean, huge building. They processed money there, mortgages, that you name it. It was a monster building. It wasn't. You didn't go there to do your banking. This was the big shots and the clerical workers behind the scenes. Da 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 da. And the women's bathroom had 13 stalls. The men's had maybe 4. The men's restroom was extremely much more clean. The women's was gross and smelled bad. And why is it that women don't use the receptacles for the used feminine napkins and tampons? Why did they just throw them on the floor? Or try to flush them and plug up the frickin' toilet? What the hell's wrong with people? Gene Wilder was awesome. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm serious, Maria. It was terrible. So for you to accuse men of being gross, I gotta hand it back at you. Women can be worse, in my experience. And it is Larry's birthday. Happy birthday, Larry. Larry who? It is my sister's birthday today. She is 87, which is pretty awesome. Okay, William's got to leave. Thank you for being aboard, William. Wow. Look what time it is. So tonight's featured again by Tommy, or sponsored by Tommy, which is She Devil Adventures. Her bus build is amazing, coming along great. Young Frankenstein's funny. Yeah, I did see pieces of that. It's alive! It's alive! Anyway, can't handle cleaning urinals and then be dropping little curlies all over the place. Yeah. We can make some more jokes about that. Save them for Tuesday. And brush your teeth. Oh, good. I'm sorry. Anyway, many bars and restaurants now in the big cities install blue lights so the addicts can't see their veins. That's sad. Oh my God. Oh my God, Phil. All right. We're gonna end it here. I gotta go to work here as quickly as I can for my Shift Smart shift here in Allendale. And I will be back out here in the parking lot with my fairy light. It's here. I brought it with me. Maria's on a roll. That's all right, Maria. We're good. James, welcome aboard. Pube alert. All right. We will be back here at 6 p.m. for the weekly laugh report. No, I don't know. I haven't heard from Holly today. I'm not sure if she'll be calling in. She probably will. But anyway, 6 p.m. Eastern. Who knows what will be happening because the game will be on. I don't know if there's a parade today. I mean, I'm downtown Allendale. I'm right at Lake Michigan and 68th. The university, though, is east of here. I'm not sure where the stadium is. I haven't been there in so long. It's ridiculous. All right, somebody's beeping in. Maybe it's Shift Smart Jobs. No, it's YouTube alert. Anyways, I'll be working for 4 hours and I'll be taking a little bit of a break. Then I will be live from 6 to 7. And after that, I'm probably going to do a little more work here in Allendale, but as an employee, not as a contractor. So I have your number now, Renee. All right, everybody. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you at 6 p.m. In the meanwhile, fair winds, smiles. Remember that license plate that I'm going to get. Laugh. Smiles. Yeah. Certainly fits. And may God bless. See you tonight. Have a good one.